two young boys raped by an adult.
Yeah.
Over a period of 5 or 6 years.
Right, beginning when one was 11 and one was 13.
They are plead guilty and are given 2 years.
The defendant.
By Judge Martin Murphy. Let's put his picture up. Here's Judge Murphy. I mean, this is almost beyond belief. This guy rapes 2 boys for 5 or 6 years, and Murphy, the judge, there's the guy, gives him 2 years.
This is a disgusting man, this Andrew Goodman, who admits in open court to grooming these 2 young men, trying to seduce them with gifts, trying to pull them away from their parents, to convince them that their parents don't love them, and so on and so forth. This is how it's done by some pedophiles. Then he goes into court while he's admitting to molesting them both for 4 years and says to them, to the boys, "You don't know what I've been through." And then looks at the judge, let me just add this, and says to the judge, first of all, let's get this straight. The age of consent is lower in many parts of the world. So let's keep this in perspective.
So he's an unrepentant pedophile. Why didn't the prosecution take him in, put him in front of a jury who could have convicted him on the 48 counts that we tried?
They wanted to. This is
so
not...
So the judge basically stopped the trial.
There was no trial.
I know, that's what I'm talking about.
The prosecution...
Why wasn't there a trial?
Because what happened was the prosecution charged it exactly as they should. He could have gone to jail for life. And the defendant walked into court and said, "Guilty, you got me." And the judge said, the judge said that he was going to give him this 2-year sentence. And so the defendant said, "Okay, guilty, judge, guilty." And the prosecution said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, we want a trial. We've got victims who are ready to take the stand." And the judge said, "It's not necessary. The guy's pleading guilty to all of the charges. I don't want
giving him 2 years.
Right.
So I thought they had some Jessica's Law component here in New York State. I was wrong. There's no Jessica's Law. There's no mandatory minimum for this.
It's only a 10-year probation minimum here in New York.
So we got to get Governor Cuomo and across the river Governor Christie.
Yes.
Both guys have ignored this, and now we have 2. And I understand one of the victims appealed to the judge. Don't give him 2 years.
He stood up in the. First of all, our viewers know. You know how much courage it takes for a victim of sexual assault, a young boy, to come out and say, "Judge, this happened to me. I was raped by this man repeatedly." And what message did this judge send to that boy and all the other boys in Brooklyn in that jurisdiction just like him?
2 years in your life doesn't mean anything.
It's not worth your effort. I'm not going to stand by you.
That's right. And we have tried to get a comment from this Murphy, this Judge Murphy, and he's hiding under his desk.
I called myself today.
Hiding under the desk.
And didn't get any response.
Right. Like he's not accountable for anything that he does.
Let me tell you, it stinks to high heaven as well, because there was a report, we didn't get this, but there was a report from somebody who apparently knows the judge saying he did it because he wanted to spare the victims the pain of a trial.
The victims wanted to go to trial.
The victims wanted the trial and stood up as he was issuing the sentence saying, "Let me take the stand. Don't do this."
This is why Cuomo and Christie have to get behind Jessica's Law to take it away from these crazy judges.
And let me just tell you, so long history as legal aid, criminal defense attorney this judge had, and now this guy who's already been in jail for a couple of years, the defendant in this case, he gets out in September.
All right, Miss Megan.